Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Toasted Synapse from tsgaming.net with another first impressions video. This time we'll be looking at the Steam release of NASCAR 2013, the game. Published and developed by Eutechnyx, the guys that brought you, of course, Ride to Hell Retribution. I'm gonna put an annotation on the screen right now. If you wanna see my first impressions of that game, I tend to highlight it because it's so bad. It's probably one of the worst games that I've seen this year. And now we're taking a look at NASCAR with, of course, licensing by the official NASCAR. This is the menu we're looking at here. Of course, you have a career mode in NASCAR. You can paint your car, although it does not affect it.
Lets you change one of your existing
so I have this paint scheme. Yes, I have it. As you can see, I can edit it. Doesn't allow you to do much. I just want the color. I want it to do glossy, whatever. You can add stickers, layers. There is a fair amount of customization, but not as much as I would like to see in a car game. So I will save it. You saw I have it there. It does not let me pick it, and the menu suffers from the problem that it does not have an escape button. So you saw I saved it, I exited, and it still didn't apply it, so it's kind of weird. And yeah, there is no escape from the menu. From the different menus, you actually have to press escape on your keyboard. Rewards. You can see your packs, your whatever you won here. This is where you can see leaderboards, stuff like that, photos. There is a photo mode in the game, replays, stuff like that, and the options. We're going to take a look at the options. First of all, controls. They are rebindable, although it does say on the Steam page that this game supports a controller, which it does. It does have full controller support. You can bind them, so for example, if I plug in my controller right now and I press this thing, and by the way, it limits me, it puts a timer when I want to configure a key. Why? I never seen anything like this in a game, honestly. Timer on changing keys, so that's pretty weird. Nevertheless, if you have a controller and you plug it in, you can set your keys up nice and dandy over here, but they will not work. So they do work in the menu, but in the actual driving sequence they will not work. So yeah, full controller support, maybe in the menus, maybe, I don't know. Maybe it depends. Just be aware of this. Obviously, this is a game for NASCAR fans. I don't imagine anybody who's looking into some racing games will pick this game up. I do not recommend it. I only recommend it especially for NASCAR fans, and again with a grain of salt if you like what you see here today. If you're not a NASCAR fan, if you want a nice racing game, I also did Grid 2, and there are other racing games that you can buy. As you saw from the prices on the screen, it is $40. So yeah. Graphics, it does have its fair share of customization. Target FPS 30 or 60. You're stuck with these values, so there's no not having that there. It's kind of weird, but hey. Anyway, and if I press escape again, exit to desktop, whatever. And as you saw, I had to press escape because there is no exit menu. So shall we try a single player, multiplayer, career? It did a little bit in career. We shall try a single player. Basically in career it kind of shepherds you along the way. Maybe we'll try a single player and then a career. This menu that zooms around left and right is kind of
Test your
confusing.
setup.
Oh, and yeah, it's kind of slow. The menu is very, very slow. You have to wait, and even in the key rebinding, after you press enter, I want to rebind the key, and you press the key and half a second, you can't. You have to wait for about 2 seconds after you press a key. So if I wanna press, I wanna configure W, I press enter, wait for the timer to start, and then press W. What the heck is that? I don't know. We're gonna go, whatever, team. They also have their Twitter down there. Select a driver. Let's go with this guy. I'm not a NASCAR enthusiast, so I don't know which guy does what. So pretty much like all NASCAR games, you spin around in a circle. This looks like a more exciting circle. Ooh, one that is not a circle. Are you kidding me? Should we go with this one? There are a lot of tracks, as you can see. Well, let's pick either this one that's not a circle, or this one. Yes, 5 laps. You can't change those. No idea why. You should be able to change them, honestly, but you cannot. Loading. Thank you. Little advertising going on over here or something. Okay. Loading. Good. Decided to fade to black. The mouse cursor has no place in this game, although it is in the middle there. I have to move it. So yeah, you can change, you have some assists. Put it on kind of like medium. So you can choose your transmission, you know, steering assist, turn, rear wheel, turn, stop the car from spinning out, you know what a brake system assist is, steering, whatever. Tuning, you can tune your car. Let's create a new setup. So suspensions. What do? You press enter, then you press enter again. Yeah, you kind of get it if you're into this sort of thing. Yes, I do want to return. Can I apply my the color to my car? No, I cannot. Why again? Why the hell? Eutechnyx. You tell me why. Okay, a little jittering over there, as we saw with right to hell retribution. No problem. The handling and the steering and stuff like that is not bad. Oh, I almost crashed into that guy.
Okay, let's go. We gotta step it up.
You do have, oh my, damage on the car, although it does not. Oh my god. Replay, did I ask for a replay? Okay, you know what? What does it do now?
Truck, are you clear? The road's now open. What do you want to do?
I want to go into the pit. What? Don't pit? Pit and don't pit. Don't pit. What's going on? Whatever. I pretty much hated that rewind thing, but maybe it's I pitted. I selected don't pit. Oh, whatever. I'm not gonna judge this. I'm going to show you, however. Oh, come on. How the car handles and stuff like that.
Standing by. The crew's on the wall.
Repair. What do you want? Yes and no. whatever. So yeah, no fuel, thank you. Okay. Alright.
Let's get ready.
We're gonna see the pit scene. If you guys are into that. Oh, I am going to show you the cameras. Can I change them now? No? Fine. Whoa. Thank you. I'm in the middle of the
Way
race.
to go, boys. Nice pit stop. Okay, it's time to push that.
Why
thing
are
forward,
you
buddy.
spawning me all over
Do
the
this.
place?
You'll start at the tail of the field.
Okay. I'm not controlling my car. As you could probably tell, because it's driving impeccable. Okay, I'm now controlling my car.
Eyes on the prize. Let's do this now.
So you have this camera. This camera, obviously. Nice, nice. I managed to pass some guys. This camera,
Clear.
which is, I guess, the other seat in the car. I don't know why you would want that. This camera, and this one, which is the default. I like playing in this one. Please do not bump into me, dear sir. And also with the controller, I did play with the controller. There was a funny
Check your outside.
when I had my controller plugged in, because I told you it's not gonna work with the controller. It may work with some, but I did my research, so it does not have controller support in game. You can only bind the keys, and that's pretty much it. I did have a interesting problem. Seeing how the controller isn't working, I went into options and I wanted to bind my my keyboard. Okay, I could not bind my keyboard under keyboard, so
Keep that momentum.
the guy is helping me via radio. So yeah,
Put it on the left.
what I want to say, yeah, I didn't. I couldn't bind my keyboard on a keyboard option, so what I had to do is bind it in the controller option, which you shouldn't be able to do, but hey, you can do it in this game. And what happened is when I hit my brake button on my keyboard, would you kindly go back? When I hit my brake button on my keyboard, I looked back. Shit you not. And the look back button, there is a option for you to bind the look backwards button, was unbound. And am I gonna get a penalty? Probably. I do not care.
Watch your outside.
So yeah, this is the game. How do you get first place, considering that you started from last place and you cannot you know, pass these guys is beyond me. Well, we will probably try the career mode in a sec. I have one more lap. Oh, and another funny thing with controller. I'm set on this thing. I don't know why. Although it wasn't bound to anything, it wasn't bound to anything. I couldn't use it. It started vibrating in my disc. Fun stuff, Eutechnyx. Fun stuff. But the driving per se, how the car handles and stuff like that, I honestly don't know if they actually developed it.
Outside you.
Because it looks too polished. It looks too nice to be true.
Leader's 10
Fast.
seconds ahead.
Almost. Thank you. The leader is 10 seconds ahead. Well, I told you. How the heck are you? Do you expect me to get first place, considering I have to pass 2 billion guys? Brake, slow. There we go.
Looking really good, buddy.
Thank you. And there we go. Where the heck is the first place? I can see myself on the map. Yeah. So you get assists. You get that guy. Kind of helps you. We're gonna try a straight track. Well, we're gonna try the career, and it's gonna pick for us. So yeah. Oh my. So think about it if you want to get this game, definitely.
Car closing on the inside.
Penalty. There is a damage meter on the
Car outside you.
button right. There also was a fuel
Just a few more spots.
gauge
Maybe next time.
on the button right, but it seems to not be there anymore. There is a damage meter, but as you saw, I took no damage. Continue. Can I not continue? Escape? Yes, let's continue to the menu. Oh, and you have this things. Okay, that guy, I couldn't pick. Whatever. I was gonna get it wrong anyway. Why do you have those quizzes? Every time you load into the game and every time you complete a race, you have those quizzes. Why? I mean, of course, that you don't have to do anything, and I do not believe I didn't win. I didn't answer any of them correctly by now, so I don't know if you get rewards, but there doesn't seem to be any currency or stuff, something like that in the game, so I don't know. Career. Schedule. Is it schedule? Race day. Oh, it kind of looks okay. We're gonna do this one, and as I said, I'm gonna come to the to a conclusion. The developer is, like I said, kind of not trustworthy, seeing how they managed to do Right to Hell Retribution and releasing it with tons of bugs. A difficulty, I don't know, medium. Practice time. I do not want practice time, whatever. Race length. Is this 60 laps is 100%, so that's how much real NASCAR guys do. Let's go 3 laps. Medium difficulty, tire wear. Yeah, okay. Flag rules. Oh, there we go. Visuals, tire brakes, and engine full. Visuals. We're gonna go with this one.
How you feeling, champ? You ready to go for your first race of the season? Now, before
Skip
you're ready
the
to start
practice.
qualifying, it's usually a good idea to go out and get some practice and get used to the track.
Let's go to qualification, and we shall see.
Welcome to your first qualifying session.
Skip qualifying.
Part of the race weekend and can make a huge difference come race day. The better your times are now, the
Skip
less
to
time you can pass in the race.
Daytona Duel. Is this? So you can skip, so that's good.
Duels determine the starting order for the Daytona 500.
Okay, let us begin this. Let's actually get into a duel. Okay, so conclusions are that the developer did do some crazy stuff in the past, releasing you know, Right to Hell Retribution. So you might wanna check into that. As I said, I do have first impressions. That's why I'm so skeptical. As of this, this game has its fair share of options, which is okay. The fact that it limits it to 30 or 60 FPS is kind of weird. So yeah, if you don't like that, you should be aware. Oh, can I actually drive? No? When can I drive? Get ready. Okay.
Green flag. Green flag.
Green flag. Okay.
Put it on the left.
There is drag in this game, which is great. There are tons of stuff that affect your engine, affect your everything in this game, so yeah. You would have a ton of stuff to play around with, especially if you are a NASCAR fan. I'm getting left behind, but that's okay. What else do we have? We do have tons of, I mean tons of. We do have multiplayer and multiplayer online leaderboard, stuff like that. Tons of stuff in the menu. That's what I wanted to say. Well, which is fine, which is okay, I guess. So you can play around with that.
Here to go.
So this game, as it plays, is not that bad. Although, you know, do make sure you if you intend to buy this game, do make sure to look around and see what the people say about controllers, and especially if you have a wheel. Don't know how that will handle. And I guess have fun if you're into NASCAR. Why the hell not? 40 bucks on Steam. You saw the prices at the end of my video. There'll also be a post on my site detailing this game.
I'll make it easy for us today, buddy.
Final lap. I should have picked more laps because I don't want to go come in last place.
Fight it out. This is it. One more. Clear on the
Yeah, I'm not gonna come in last place. Probably.
Doing an awesome job today, buddy.
And the visuals are nice. How the game looks is really pretty cool. You do hear the draft, and if you turn up the volume, you can hear the draft, which is cool again. So it handles pretty nice, but the developers are not to be trusted. You should definitely check multiple reviews, as I said. It's the first impressions, not a review. So you might want to check more stuff up if you want to get this game, because it's the developer is a doozy. Yes, thank you. So yeah, again, this guy, incorrect. Well, thank you. I guess this is something, you know, to make the loading screen, I mean not just a simple loading screen, to let you do something, let you get into the feel. If you're a real NASCAR fan, then you'll probably know some of those and be like, ah, nice, I learned something new today. You can upgrade your
We've got some
car,
new
pick
parts
your
lined up that can
sponsors,
make a real difference in your
stuff
performance.
like that.
Why not check 'em out?
Like I said, you do have a ton of stuff. It is NASCAR, it is playable, and it does feel nice. And yeah, definitely check it out. See what you think of it if you are a fan. If not, I would probably give this game a pass. Seeing how, you know, it's a full release, 40 bucks, and just offers this basically for the fans. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this first impressions. Give me a like and fave to support the series, and subscribe if you like the content. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Toasted Synapse from tsgaming.net. Check out the annotations at the end, that will take you to Let's Plays, news, and future PC releases, and other first impressions. Thank you very much. I'm signing out.